Do not be afraid of the enemies who attack you. Be afraid of friends who flatter you. First ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? Then get ready to accept it. Then move on to improving the worst-case scenario. Any fool can criticize, condemn, and complain. And most fools do. But understanding and forgiveness requires character and self-control. It's not what you have or who you are or where you are or what you're doing that makes you happy or sad. It's what you think about it. Our fatigue is often caused not by work, but by worry, frustration, and resentment. Develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. Do the hard jobs first. The easy jobs will take care of themselves. The man who goes farthest is generally the one who is willing to do and dare. The sure-thing boat never gets far from shore. An hour of planning can save you 10 hours of doing. Instead of condemning people, let's try to understand them. Let's try to figure out why they do what they do. The successful man will profit from his mistakes and try again in a different way. Feeling sorry for yourself and your present condition is not only a waste of energy, but the worst habit you could possibly have. Nobody is more persuasive than a good listener. Instead of worrying about what people say of you, why not spend time trying to accomplish something they will admire? People like people who help them like themselves. If you want to conquer fear, don't sit home and think about it. Go out and get busy. Fear doesn't exist anywhere except in the mind. All men have fears, but the brave put down their fears and go forward, sometimes to death, but always to victory. Even in such technical lines as engineering, about 15% of one's financial success is due one's technical knowledge, and about 85% is due to skill in human engineering, to personality and the ability to lead people. Let's not allow ourselves to be upset by small things we should despise and forget. Remember, life is too short to be little. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. Feeling sorry for yourself and your present condition is not only a waste of energy, but the worst habit you could possibly have. Everybody in the world is seeking happiness, and there is one sure way to find it. That is by controlling your thoughts. Happiness doesn't depend on outward conditions. It depends on inner conditions. One reason why birds and horses are not unhappy is because they are not trying to impress other birds and horses. You can make more friends in 2 months by being interested in other people than in 2 years of trying to get people interested in you. Happiness does not depend on any external conditions. It is governed by our mental attitude. Any fool can criticize, complain, and condemn, and most fools do. But it takes character and self-control to be understanding and forgiving. As the subordinate's work improves over time, you should respond with a reduction in the intensity of monitoring. Starting with praise is like a dentist starting his work with Novocaine. The patient still receives drilling, but Novocaine is pain relief. The invariable truth is that almost everyone you meet feels superior to you in some way or the other. And a sure way to get into their hearts is to make them feel that way in some subtle way, that you recognize their importance and recognize it honestly. In fighting for authority, it is better to give way to the dog than to be bitten by it. Even killing the dog will not cure the bite. Personally, I love strawberries and cream, but I've found that for some strange reason, fish prefer worms. So when I went fishing, I didn't think about what I wanted. I wondered what they wanted. I didn't bait the hook with strawberries and cream. Rather, I dangled a worm or grasshopper in front of the fish and said, "Wouldn't you like to have that?" Why not use the same common sense for people when fishing? The successful man will profit from his mistakes and try again in a different way. Thanks for watching.